Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Sofia Shkidchenko. Sophia, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, what made you want to do music? What made you want to get into music?
Yeah, so basically, I have an older brother, and he used to also be interested in music, but he quit it eventually because he became more interested in sports. So my mom decided to try me to get involved into music, and she saw that I have some skills in it and I have some talent for music. So we decided to develop it, and with time, I started enjoying what I'm doing. And that's how I got to the point where I am right now.
That's fantastic. So, is there something in particular that you love about music? Is there a certain element of it, Sophia?
Um, I love that through music you can express your emotions, may it be with lyrics or just with some instruments or just with the melodies. You can tell a story even without words, just through music. And that's what I like about it.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, if you could do a duet or a collaboration with any singer out there, Sophia, who would you choose and why?
Um, it's a tough question because there are so many talented singers and musicians out there, and I'd love to learn from all of them. But probably I'd like to do a duet with Beyonce because I really look up to her as a singer and I admire her vocal techniques.
Awesome, awesome. So, do you have any advice to those who might want to start singing but doesn't really know how to get their foot in the door?
Um, well, first of all, you should never give up, even
Hmm.
if you feel like you're not that good at singing. You're just starting your path, and there are going to be up and downs, but it's absolutely fine because that's your journey. That's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. So you should always believe in yourself and never give up. And you should learn how to sing correctly so that you don't damage your vocal
Hmm.
cords at the very beginning of your vocal journey.
Absolutely, I definitely agree because you don't want to do that. Then that will mess up your whole future in it
Right.
and singing. So why don't you tell us about any new singles, any upcoming projects for you, Sophia?
Um, Well, since I'm from Ukraine and there is
Hmm.
a war going on right now with Russia, it's been difficult for me to find inspiration to write some new
Hmm.
original songs. And most of the videos that I've been posting on my YouTube channel were about the situation in Ukraine or just Ukrainian songs. And in these times, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Hmm.
So life is very chaotic. So I don't really have a schedule on releasing something. It
Okay.
just happens as time goes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so, are you in Ukraine now?
I'm not in Ukraine right now. I am in the US right now because I'm studying in Berklee College of Music on a summer program because
That's
I
awesome.
received a scholarship for it.
That's right. You are in Boston right now. You're not that far away from me.
Yeah, I am.
How you liking it up there so far?
I would say that I'm really used to European architecture and
Hmm.
European cities, and this is very different from what I'm used to. But uh, Boston is really good. The only thing that is a bit difficult for me to adjust to is climate and weather
Hmm.
because it's a bit too hot for me these days.
I can definitely understand that for sure. We definitely have some weird, weather changes. One day it could be super hot and one day it could be super cold. So it just,
Yeah.
I understand that for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, what do you like doing outside of music, Sophia? Do you have any hobbies or anything like that?
Yes, I enjoy listening to music, not only performing it,
Okay.
but also listening to it. I like reading books. I also enjoy dancing
Mm-hmm.
and spending times with my friends or my family, playing with my pets, like that.
Awesome, awesome. Now, where do you see yourself in the next, I don't know, 5 to 10 years? Once you're out of Berkeley, where do you see yourself?
Um, it's very difficult to imagine it right now since my life has
Mm-hmm.
been Ukrainians have turned upside down and nothing became certain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's difficult even to predict what's going to happen, not only in months, but in years.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope that I'm going to be living a stable and happy life and
Mm-hmm.
doing music and enjoying it.
For sure, for sure. So, kind of walk me through a day to day of Sofia. Tell me a little bit about your day.
Um, well, since now I'm studying in Berkeley, I'm doing music,
Mm-hmm.
so I have a lot of classes
Mm-hmm.
during some of the days of the week. Those are theory in performance, musicianship, performance skills for vocalists. Also, I am singing in different ensembles, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
also uh, taking part in musical theater. So there are a lot of in school projects coming out this in this summer program.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so, do you plan on staying there in the fall, or is this just a summer thing?
I'm in the US only for this summer program.
Okay, okay. And then you're going to head back home?
Yeah,
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I'm happy for you there. That's really cool. I'm glad that you're so far enjoying it so far, Sophia.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see here. Where can people find you on social media if they want to keep up with what you're doing?
I have a YouTube channel where I'm mostly active. I post there videos of me singing and performing. I also have an Instagram account where I post some photos and updates. And I also have a Patreon where people could support me.
Hmm.
And I share some behind the scenes videos with them. And I also have a GoFundMe page,
Okay.
which was originally created as a campaign for me to get here to the US to use this scholarship opportunity to study in Berkeley. But now, since we raised the enough money for us, all the additional money is going to a charity whose
Hmm.
I am an ambassador for,
That's
Play
awesome.
Action International, and they are doing play boxes for Ukrainian children.
Well, that is some great stuff there. Congratulations on all that. And
Yeah.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So I understand you want to play two songs for us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and a little bit about the song?
Yeah, sure. So the first song is a Ukrainian song by a Ukrainian singer, and it's about that Ukraine is people, Ukraine it's us, and wherever we are in this world, we always have our homeland in our heart and in our minds. And I would like to add that since Ukraine's Day of the Independence Day is coming up. It's gonna be 24th of August. I'm gonna be releasing a special video on my YouTube channel for the Independence Day, so please check it out. Okay, so should I perform the first song?
Yes, yes.
Моє ім'я батьківщина, далеке легке крило, моє ім'я Україна, і сонечка тепло, моє ім'я воля, переможе силу воля. Моя ім'я то родина, родина твоя батьківщина, моє ім'я добре слово, що збереже цей світ. Татові слова, Україна це я, мамині пісні, Україна це ти, Україна це
Fantastic job. That was such a great song. Definitely different. Something that we typically
Thank you
don't
very
do, but I think you did a really
Yeah.
good job on that. Thank you so much for that. And
Thank
why
you
don't you
very
tell
much.
us about that second song that you got, Sophia?
So usually as a singer, I'm known for singing yodel because it's a very specific genre and it's a style of singing that not a lot of people can do. So it's kind of a special skill that I have that people usually recognize me for. So the next song is a yodel song, and it's also in a style of country.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to roll and ride. I wanna ride through the night and desert. I'll dance off the great divide. I wanna hear the coyotes singing as the sun sets in the west. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. That's my life. I love the best. I wanna run okay, moving at a run. I wanna feel the wind on my face. 1,000 miles away from home, moving at a kind of space. I wanna feel on my head beneath the open sky as the sun sets in the west. I wanna strum my guitar and yoga melody. That's the life I love the best. Hey, 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 hey. I wanna feel on my heart beneath the open sky as the sun sets in the west. I wanna strum my guitar and yoga melody. That's the life I love the best.
Great job, Sophia there. You
Thank
know,
you.
you're right. Not a lot of people can yodel. I'm gonna say that right up there. I think if I tried, I don't think I'd be able to do it. So, round of applause to you. Great job, great job.
Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. Well, Sophia, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention today before we go?
I would love to remind people not to forget that the war in Ukraine is still ongoing, because a lot of people might not see Ukraine in their news anymore, but it is still a very important topic that this is happening in the 21st century in the world, and I want people not to forget about it and to support Ukraine. And thank you very much if you are still supporting Ukraine and will continue doing it. We really appreciate what you're doing. Slava Ukraini!
Awesome. Well, Sophia, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. We sure do appreciate it, and thanks for telling us your story and a little bit about you today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.